All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Nocturne in E-flat major by Chopin, Opus 9, number 2. A lot of people asked for this piece. And I was reluctant to do it initially because it's fairly complicated and a little long and dense. But I think it's time to do some long form stuff. I've done Clair de Lune, and now we have this piece. I'll play it for you, about 20 seconds of music, 30 maybe. And then I'll show you what to do. I'll show you how to do it fingering, show you the notes, rhythms, how to put the hands together once you get the hands separate. All that stuff is coming after I play it. Here we go. This is where I'll stop. So obviously the left hand is the first thing we need to address. The right hand is the melody, but that's what's going to take a lot of your attention. It's what everybody hears. It's what you hear. It's where you're the most poetic, the most, I guess, cantabile, where you really sing the music. But to do that, your left hand has to be more or less perfect, you know? So let's start with there. Let's start with the left. If I'm ever moving too quickly, just slow the video down. You have that little function, bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Slow it down and follow along. So here we go. Left hand first. Starting on 4 on an E flat. 5 is okay, but as you can see, it slips a little bit more easily, so I would suggest using a 4 for the first E flat. 5, 2. And then 4, 2, 1. These are all eighth notes. And this piece is in 12/8 time, which means you have 12 eighth notes per bar. So here we have 3. 1, 2, 3 of those 12. Moving on, we have E flat down here. And then 5, 2, and 4, 2, and 1. Moving on. The next unit of 3, same E flat, same chords as the beginning. And the final group of 3, D in the bottom, top 2 stay the same. All right, so we have these little units of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which fill out the space of 12 eighths. And each of these is an eighth, which means they're all equal length. So don't put any gaps between them. I'm doing that to show you how to do it, but you shouldn't. So when all is said and done, this is what you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's your first bar. Moving on to the next one. We have a C down here. Then 5 and 2. 4, 2, 1. C an octave higher. Same 5 and 2. Reach a little up to the B flat. And to do this, you'll have to sort of allow your second finger to slide up the E. You see? That there's a pivot point on the second finger that you have to take advantage of to be able to reach this comfortably. So once more, we have 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Moving on, 7. That's your fifth finger. 5 and 2. 3, 2, 1. And the last group of 3, F again. 5 and 2. 4, 2, 1. So those are your first 2 bars. Just 2 bars, but it feels like a lot, right? Learn this very well. Try to have these little connections on the top end. You see, because there's this kind of melodic lilt up here. Try to voice the top of these chords so you have a lot of this and less of the bottom stuff. It gives the piece a lot more character. Voice the top. I'm exaggerating here, but that's sort of the idea. That's what you're striving towards a little bit. Okay, so learn the left hand here as best you can. Make sure you're kind of comfortable with every element of this playing. Then you can move on to the right hand, which is as follows. The first note is a B flat, and it is a pickup note. It means it doesn't have its own bar. I mean, I guess it kind of does. It's not a full bar. It's just a single note that leads you into the first full bar, right? This sort of introductory note. So now we're on 5. You hold that for a bit. Switch to 4 on the note. Then we have 3, 4, 3, hold for a bit, and resolve to E flat. Now we have another pickup, a B flat again, to G again. Don't worry about the rhythm for now. Then a Nocturne, which is this, right? So we have a 1, 4, 3, 2, thumb finishes on C, right? The reason you finish on C with the thumb is because you need to open up to this top C. Okay, so the theme repeated, and the second bar is this. Now here's the thumb that starts the mordant. Open up to C, hold. 2, 4, hold. And then resolve to A flat. Now there's one more note in this bar, but it's a pickup to the next bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, so on and so forth. But that's enough right hand for now. Let's see how the hands interact. Nice and slow with counting. First note, pickup, alone. Together, switch. Those are alone. E flat is alone. Together, together, together. Then 2 alones. And resolve together. Together, together. Alone. Together, C and C. Alone. Together. Together. Alone. Alone. Together. Alone. Together. So again, this last note is a pickup to the next bar, the bar that's coming up. I said I was going to count this and I totally didn't, so let me do this again with the counting. But it depends on who you are and what you prefer. Some people like it when I do the together alone stuff, and some people prefer when I count it. Here's the other version. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, the pickup to the next. But that's where I'll stop. We have only 2 bars done, but they're fairly lengthy bars. And there's a lot to do there, right? If you can sort of master the left hand, especially the left hand, then much of the rest of this piece becomes quite easy, actually. Because there's a lot of technical repetition, it's just some notes change, and actually these chords that I just taught you in the left hand, they recur many, many times throughout the course of this piece. So the repetition is something you can take advantage of to help facilitate your learning. The rest of it is going to be on our website. It's free to join us, so why not? And you'll have access to me personally, and I can help you out. Yeah, so the music you can find on imslp.org or on our website. We'll keep it up there as well. And you can finish off the tutorial as well. I'll actually also divide this piece, because it's quite dense, into 2 series, right? One, which is this main theme, which I just started, and the next one, which is this sort of secondary theme. It's like much more floral and I guess less melancholy, more happy, I suppose. All right, enough rambling. Thanks for joining me here. Feel free to subscribe if you feel I've earned it. We're putting up as many of these videos as possible, especially now that I'm trying to do these long form ones. And let me know what you think. Drop me a comment below. Thanks guys for joining, and see you in the next ones.